Out there. This is OSXMatrixMoDs coming with you with a Yandre Chan gameplay. If you guys don't know what that is, what this is, it's like an anime or a visual novel, to be precise, that I came across a couple hours back on my Facebook page. Some people wanted me to play it, so I was like, alright, let me play this a little bit. Now, I played it, it's kind of funny. And I don't want to play the whole thing because I want to play blind with you guys. So I know, so I can get a laugh or something like that, I don't know. But, I played a little bit. The main character is a guy, is all I'm going to say. Because when I started the game, they're telling you, at one point, they're saying, what's your name? Or you gotta put your name on a chalkboard. And I put Elizabeth because I thought the main character was a girl because of this and some other things. So I was like completely wrong, like Elizabeth, and it sounded so disgusting because yeah, you'll see. Let me shut up and start the game. Anyway, I just wanted to do a little let's play of Yandre Chan. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but it doesn't matter. Alright, let's get into it. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. Okay. No, start game. I'm gonna start new. Teacher, class, we have a new student joining us today. I want you all to make him feel welcome. You can come in now. I opened the door. A hushed silence fell over the classroom as I nervously approached the teacher's podium. And I wrote my name on the chalkboard. See? So I put Elizabeth, and it was just terrible. I didn't know. So for the sake of this video, I wanted to put my real name, but it doesn't matter. I just put OSXMatrixMoDs. Probably won't seem right, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. If I know what the visual novel is, because I didn't really read it, I might. But then I'll do another let's play with the actual character's name. I don't know. I might. Probably not. OSXMatrixMoDs. It's very nice to meet you all. Welcome to our class, OSXMatrixMoDs. Please take a seat over there. Yes, sir. I could feel the eyes of every student upon me as I made my way to the empty desk. She looked fine, though. Just kidding. And thus began my first day at the new school. First I thought it was my computer making noise. The morning session went by very fast. Before I knew it, it was lunchtime. Ooh, it'd be good. Hey, OSXMatrixMoDs, come sit with us. What? A girl called me over to her desk. Oh, smooch, I'm just kidding, right? 3 other students, another girl, and 2 boys were merging the desk with hers. Ooh, getting all close. We're getting in the friend zone. I guess they do this every day. I guess so. I pulled my chair over, and they made some room for me to sit. Squeeze your ass, like I said. Okay. As we ate, they asked me questions about where I moved from and what my hobbies were. my hobbies were gaming. One of the girls assured me that if I ever needed any help getting around the campus, that I could ask her for help. That's helpful. They were all nice people, and I wasn't long before we started joking around and having fun. They're friendly, alright. And then I noticed something out of the corner of my eye. This jukes the girl. That girl sitting by herself at the back of the classroom. Not eating, not studying. Just staring. Stalker. Straight at me. With unwearing eyes. From what I could recall, I don't think she stopped staring at me since I arrived. Dang, she likes staring. I knew I was the new guy and all, but still, it was a bit unnerving. I don't know what that is. Writing. Even as I tried to shift my attention back to the conversation, I could still feel her face and gaze piercing me into the back of my head. Damn. Are you staring at me? As I turned around to get a better look at her, she got up and walked out of the classroom. That was weird. Who was that girl? And why was she staring at me so intently? Did she know me from somewhere? Male student. Pretty cool, isn't she? Me, huh? I turned back around and saw that the others were grinning at me. Why are you looking at me like that? Okay, male student. That girl you were looking at, I said, she was cute. Yeah, I guess. It's true, she was somewhat little of her that I saw earlier. But that's not why I was trying to get a look at her. Trying to get that juiciness. Trying to get that look. Male student. Her name is Maya. Male student. We'd introduce you to her, but she's not really the socializing type. Another student said, whistle nudging me in the arm. Sorry. What do you mean by that? Yeah, female student. She's a recluse. Whenever anybody tries to talk to her, she'll either walk away or just ignore them. Hell, I don't think I've ever heard her speak, let alone socialize. Female student. I have, but only in very short sentences, and even then she sounded like a robot. What the fuck? I don't really understand what that meant. She tends to avoid human contact whenever possible. It is because she's shy, or not very good at talking to people. It's possible. Oh wait, shut up, I fucked up. It's possible. She was in the same class as me last year, and even then she behaved in the exact same way. And that includes that evening or at lunchtime. The shit wasn't even space. Most days she'll retreat to the library and stay there until it's time to go back to class. Too bad if she wasn't so weird and aloft, I'd totally go out with her or ask her out. Either way, what? You an ass. Weird girls are kind of cute. Not all of them though. They freak me out sometimes. Yeah, student one. Alright. The hell you would. I'd already be going out with her. Ooh, damn. They fighting with her. Huh. Like you've been standing a chance with her. Hey, shut your ass up. Oh, God, you're both hopeless. Oh, wait, no, I fucked up again. God, you're both hopeless. She may be weird, but she's had to be completely insane
to run to go with you guys.
Either of you, my fault.
I know, right? Absolutely no chance.
Wait, what the fuck? There's like a second female?
Absolutely no chance.
I didn't know that. That's stupid. Oh, come on, girls. Don't be like that. Me. Help me out. Here. Okay. Leave me out of this, bitch. We carried on like that until the afternoon going. All in all, it was a pretty fun time. So far, I like this dialogue. After class ended, I was invited to come hang out with my friends, my new friends. However, I was intended to meet with the principal after school in order to fill out the remainder of the application forms. So I had to recently decline their offer. Decline. Shit, I fucked up. I'm fucking up. Yeah. Silence. Dot. By the time I had finished filling out the forms, everyone had already gone home. I left the principal's office and walked down the empty hallway. What the fuck's going on? Question mark. As I reached the second floor, a soft voice called my name. OSXMatrixMoDs. Oh. Shot as fuck. I wasn't expecting anybody else to be here. Especially not her. But there she was, standing right in front of me. She, reclusive girl who was staring at me all throughout class. Dang. Although, at this point in time, she felt far less reclusive than before. I'm really glad that... Oh, shit, I fucked up. Oh, no, I'm good. I thought it was a girl for me. I'm really glad that you transferred to the school, our school. When I saw you wearing our uniforms this morning, I thought I might have just been dreaming, but here you are. Ooh, I'm hitting it up so hard though, giving her some happiness. Finally, we get to be in the same class together. Yay! I'm so happy, it's almost scary. Scary? What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh, yeah. Talk about scary. In a matter of seconds that this girl has gone from being a functional mute to a happy peppy. And she was talking like we had met before. I figured I would remember meeting someone as cute as her. Ooh, my boy gonna get that. But I was drawing in complete blank. More importantly, what was she doing there all alone at this time of the evening? It's possible that she stayed behind to catch up on her studying, but then still didn't explain why she was just standing in the halls like that. What? Did he say I like that? Okay. It couldn't be that she was waiting for me, was she? Yes, she was. I remembered back to my conversation with the other students in this afternoon. They did say that she was a bit of a weird doll. Don't believe them. They're just being assholes to that girl. Though it could just be that she had me confused with someone else. That's true. Could it be that you have forgotten me? My name. I was like, OSXMatrixMoDs. Damn! I responded suspensefully. Although that wasn't actually a lie. Of course it wasn't. You just said your damn name. Well, my name. I don't think I'd ever seen this girl before, much less knew her name. Ooh, she blushing. Oh, so cute. Slap in the face. Ow. Pause. Okay. It's no wonder the guys are fighting over her. I didn't want to say anything that would upset her. But was it really so important to her that I knew her name? Fuck yeah, it was. That's messed up if you don't know the girl's name. Because what if she asks you? Anyway, before I go on, I say this is a pretty good visual novel. Second, I know I'm not showing my face in this video. It's just that I don't want to right now. Because it's dark in my room. I'll do one in the next Let's Play I'm going to do after this. Well, I'd already put my foot up in my... Oh, what the fuck? Well, I already put my foot in my mouth, but implying that I hadn't forgotten it. Ooh. I had no choice but to follow through with the answer. Now, think OSXMatrixMoDs. I remember that one of the guys told me her name during lunch. But for the life of me, I couldn't fully remember what it was. I'm not gonna lie, I have issues like that most of the time. But only with numbers, like if girls give me their number, I forget real easy. I think it was me something, or mine. But I wasn't quite sure. I just had to take a wild guess and hope for the best. Hey, that rhymes. Besides, even if I did get it wrong, I could just apologize and ask her for the right answer. I didn't forget. It's Maya. I was sure that she would understand. Honestly, I don't want to get it wrong on purpose. Because what if she whoops my ass or gets sad or runs away? So I'm actually in this playthrough. I'm gonna get it right. Okay, here we go. Her name is Mimi Maya Miku. I wish her name was Miku. Maya. Question mark? Judging from the awkward silence, I was clear that I had gotten it wrong. And no, he did not. If you guys could remember that they said her name. OSXMatrixMoDs. Question mark, what? Ah! In my chest. Oh wait, shit, I just skipped the first one. Before I knew that had happened, she had leaped into my arms and was burying her face in my chest. Maya, I knew you would never forget me. No, I'm not changing my voice, shit.
You would never do something so mean. This is wonderful. It's finally happening. This isn't a dream. I could feel you. Your body is so warm. You're actually here. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
You just did twice. What was up with this girl? One entrance to her name and she was all over me. Not that I was complaining or anything. Ooh, boy slick. It's not every day that a cute girl throws herself at me like this. I shouldn't have put my real name. I'll do it in the next playthrough if you guys want it. Because you could get a billion endings in this game. Not just one. Through I did feel bad that the only reason it happened was because another student just happened to tell me her name. And I remembered that bitch. I don't forget names. They're easy. Not really easy to forget them, but a little bit. It's not like I remembered it because of the previous encounter with her. Yes, you did. I would have told her the truth, but she was just so happy that I didn't want to upset her. So I just had to live with the fact that I lied. It wasn't really a lie, I just guessed. To some girl I'd never met before. Together, and we can eat lunch together, and we could study together, and oh my god, you got issues. Oh wait, no, that's Maya. Shit, I gotta say that in girl.
Together we can eat lunch together, and we can study together, and I was so deep in my own thoughts that I had.
Oh wait, is that Maya talking? Is it? I hadn't noticed that she's still. Okay, that was me. That wasn't her talking. Damn it. Not like that, but her grasp of my body tightened. It's like she was worried, but that if she let go of me, I was going to vanish into thin air or something. It was a good thing that there was nobody around at this time. Ooh. If anybody saw a girl hanging off me, the gossip would have. That's true. Gossip is a bitch. Especially since the girl in question was the quiet recluse that all the guys were gunning for. Just to be safe, I decided to do something about it. I grabbed a hold of my shoulders and pulled her off me. What you gonna do that, player? Why are you gonna do that with that girl?
Huh? Why? Why did you pull me away? Why would you do such things?
Oh, that scares the shit out of me. She's like a baby who just had their favorite toy taken away from them. How'd you gonna say that, player? It make me feel like a real jerk. Never you a jerk. Well, I'm a jerk because I put my name on it. Okay. Although I wasn't really at fault. This was a normal reaction to being hugged by a stranger. All throughout to her, oh my god, my back's hurting. To her, she probably thought I was acceptable because she allegedly knew each other. Allegedly. But I need to tell her that I wasn't polite to jump into people like that. It wasn't. Even if she made me look like an ass, a donkey. Come on now, take it easy. It's great that you're happy and all, but it's not nice to go running into people. Rattle. And I was taking a look. I took a step back, and then I felt my foot kick something on the floor. What? Supplies? Oh wait, no. Shit, I messed up again. I looked down and noticed that the entire area around us was littered with school supplies. And that's not all. They were all labeled property of Maya. Fuck. I wasn't sure what to make of that. I'd never met anyone who was in the habit of labeling all their possessions. I don't do that. For all I knew, she was a klutz who could frequently lose her things and started putting labels on them so that they could be returned to her if found. That's a smart idea, but I don't do that. Or maybe she had compulsive habit of sticking labels onto everything she owned. I don't know. Though, if that were the case, she would also have labels on her desk and all over. That's true. And I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if she did that. Unless they were on the inside of her clothes. Ooh, like underwear. Just kidding. Interesting theory. Ooh. But once again, I was getting off track. Summary. There was stuff on the floor that wasn't there earlier. My best guess was that when Maya dropped into my arms, she dropped her school bag and spilled all over her things onto the floor, as if there was any other possible reason. Still, it was very funny how took me this long to notice? Shit, don't be all fucking descriptive. I already know it. Seriously, you should pay more attention what you're doing, or somebody might get hurt. Don't be an ass. She just wanted to hug you. I lectured her as I nestled down to pick up her bag.
Blushing. Oh. OSXMatrixMoDs is mad at me.
Or I should say he's mad.
Look away with a dejected expression on her face.
Her adorableness was making it very difficult for me to keep a serious face. I'm not mad, I'm just not a big fan of stepping on somebody else's things and breaking them. Crunch! Like you eating a chip or something.
What?
Speak of the devil. As I was picking up the tools back into the bag, I shift my weight onto my left knee, and occasionally crushed a calculator, and then had fallen underneath.
Needless to say,
it was also labeled property of Maya. You broke that shit. Also, needless to say, my knee was hurting, and there was a tear in my pants. Did I just say tear? Tear, my fault. That's funny. I guess that's what I get for buying them at a discount clothing. Wow. Now you bought it at Goodwill. That's where you bought it from. Not a discount clothing store. I picked up the calculator and examined it closely. We broke that shit. The screen had been completely shattered. I could see small drops of my blood. Ugh. On the inside security. It had been rendered completely useless. Just lovely. I looked up at Maya, who stared back at me with a look of complete shock on her face. I attempted scolding her again about the importance of self-awareness. But just judging by her expression, it looked like she understood what she did. Yeah. I calmly stood back up and handed her her bag while holding the broken calculator in my other hand. I was like, oh, sorry about that. I'll buy you another one later. I promise. Oh, wait. Maya? No. Huh? What? And once again, she tackled me. Only this time I was knocked to the ground. Damn. She took it down. Ugh! What was that all about? Ugh. I sat up to find Mia frankly pulling back my left pant leg and examining my knee. So she's like a nurse or something. What the hell are you? Why am I gonna do that? Knee. OSX knee. What the fuck? Knee. I don't know what the... It's injured. Of course it is. It is injured. Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Does it? Are you alright? Are you in pain? There's blood. There's dirt. It's getting into the wound. It's going to get infected. It's going to get sick. Look how dramatic. You just stepped on a calculator and there was glass. That's all. Just don't worry about it. Stay right there. Don't move. He's being helpful. I'll help you. It was unbelievable. This girl was falling to pieces over a tiny cut. Yeah. A cut that she was partly responsible for causing. Though at the point my back was hurting considerably more than my knee. Because she knocked you to the damn floor, no doubt. No doubt the result of being tackled to the floor, of course. Also her result... Wait, what the fuck? Also her fault, I might add. But I wasn't about to bring up that. This kid was already treating the situation like a code blue emergency. That's true. If I told her that I had sustained another injury, she'd probably have a heart attack. I was strange, but in another way, it was kind of cute. Okay. There's times that there comes a time in every man's life when he hopes to meet a girl who would make a big fuss over him. That's completely true. But even in their wildest dreams, I doubt any of the girls behaved quite as recklessly as this. I can't speak today. I had to put a stop to this before she went too far and ended up calling an ambulance. Hey Maya, look, I'm... Oh, God. I trailed off in my own thoughts again, so I wasn't paying attention to what she was trying to do. I snapped out of it just as Maya's tongue was more inches away from my knee. Her tongue? What's it doing there? Grab. Whoa, there's no need for that. Phew, that was close, too close. Maya looked at me with startled eyes. But if I didn't clean the wound, germs are going to get in and will get sick. You will get sick. Yeah, and if I let you lick my cut, you'll get sick. Oh, that was she did. That was what she was doing. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, saliva doesn't really help you with cuts. It doesn't make it worse. It just doesn't really help you. That's little known factuation. So what she was about to do didn't really help. Was she for real? She was willing and ready to lick my wound clean, like some kind of animal. Shit, she was trying to help you out, man. And what I would do would grab water, like a paper towel and water. That's what I would do. And given the way things had progressed, by the point I doubt she would have minded it a bit. One bit. I knew that if I let this go on any longer, somebody was going to get hurt. You already got hurt. So I quickly rolled up my pant leg and got back on my feet. Look, I'm fine, see? Nothing. A band-aid won't fix. And some glue. I'm just kidding. Some glue. Speaking of which, I'd better dispose of this before anyone else gets hurt. I walked in a nearby classroom and disposed of the broken calculator in the trash. Maya stared fancily at me and walked out of the classroom. Wow, come on. Wow, now come on. You'll get dirty if you stay down there. Ew. I held out my hand to help her up. As I moved towards her, her line of sight didn't change. She seemed to be lost in her own little world. I moved in closer and gently nudged her on the shoulder. Maya? Maya jolted like she had just been woken up from a deep sleep. She blinked a few times and then noticed me standing in front of her. I held my hand out again to help her up. She just stared at it. Fuck. After the moment of silence, she finally finally took my hand and I pulled her up off the floor. I can't talk today. That was strange. It was like she had suddenly switched off. What was that all about? It didn't really say that. I started to brush the dust off her clothes. I guess she didn't mind it because she didn't show any signs of resistance. The average girl would probably get nervous if a boy started touching them. That's true. Happens to me all the time. At least that's what I've been told. What you've been told is kind of right. But then again, it was becoming absolutely clear that I wasn't dealing with the average girl. Heck, from what I've witnessed in the short amount of time we spent together, I think it was safe to assume the concept of personal space didn't register with her. That's true. Unless, of course, it involves avoiding contact with the rest of the student body. I like that. Guess that meant I was special. You were special, boy. I don't know whether that was good or bad. You're trailing off again. You really need to stop doing that. Stop bitching. I slapped myself on the cheek and finished brushing the dust off Maya's clothes. Slapped myself on the cheek. All the while, she remained as quiet as a mouse, and her expression had reverted back to the same vacant one she had throughout the day. Man, she's acting like Elvin lied, like New and Lucy and shit like that. I was making it very difficult to tell what she was thinking. Strange. One minute she was bubbly and vibrant. The next she was a liquid. But it has been a long day. Peculiarly within the last few minutes. Maybe she was just tired. I know I was. Either way, I couldn't shake this uncomfortable feeling was getting from all the silence. It's true. It's getting late. We should get going. I don't know about you, but my mom will kick my ass if I'm not home before dark. I like that. I tried to alleviate the strange sense of awkwardness I was feeling by making a joke. A truthful joke, mind you. I like that. I knew full well that she awaited me when I got home tonight was a first full of whoop ass from my beloved mother. Smother mother. That's fucked up. And judging from the complete lack of response, I would tell that Maya wasn't even listening to me. Maybe she dozed off again. I don't know. Maya? Huh? She dozed off, man. You still with me? Oh. The very same. Where did you go? Guess I wasn't the only one with a peg for getting lost in my own thoughts. In that case, I was able to cut her some slack. Well, never mind. That important thing is you're back now. And just in time too. We should get going before it gets too dark. I'll meet you outside. Oh shit, I messed up. I'll meet you outside. Did you forget something back in class? At class? No. Toilet. She couldn't just say like, she just said toilet. She couldn't just say like, I have to go to the girls' room or something like that. She just said,
Toilet.
what? Oh, okay then. Oh, yeah, I'll just wait for you outside. I stiffly turned around and hurried towards the stairs. I guess that's why Maya was being so quiet. She needed to use the toilet, but was unable to speak up because I was too busy biting my hands all over her. That's true. Not in that way, mind you. Ooh. This boy we think him perverted. That must have been embarrassing for her. I, for one, feeling pretty sheepless. I never seen that word before. If I could see my face in a mirror, I bet my face was bright red at that point. Smooth. Just smooth. Making a girl stand around, listen to you while she needs to use the ladies' room. I continued to condiment myself as I made my way outside. I really like this virtual novel thing. I like the story so far. I'm probably going to end it in a little bit. After a few minutes, Mayo came out, and the two of us made our way to the train station. I'm probably going to end it when they go outside. A lot of time had passed since school got out, so it went without saying that I had missed my train again. Ordinarily, I would have ordered a much earlier train to get home, but due to the meeting with the principal today, I knew that I would end up missing it. So I checked the train schedule before I arrived at school this morning to see when the next one would arrive. I was hoping to finish filling out the forms, make it to the station at the time to catch it. However, due to the unfortunate encounters with Maya, I ended up missing the train again as well. I went over the timetable again to see if any other trains were heading my way. The next train wasn't due till another 20 minutes. You can kill time. I figured I should at least call my mom and tell her I was going to be late. I probably would have done that sooner, but with everything that had happened, the thought completely slipped to my mind. Okay, Mom. See you soon. Bye. Beep. Sigh. I foresee an ass whooping in the near future. In my near future. Did some Yoda shit right there. Almost makes me wish the train wouldn't come. I snarked to myself as I walked over to Maya, who was sitting on the nearby bench. That was kind of scary what I just did. It appeared as though Maya had regained cheerful attitude. She was clutching her school bag and rocking from side to side. I knew anyone who felt that good after going to the toilet. Ugh. It's not. Well, that's true, but it's not. She must have had a really big... Oh! What the... Gonna stop myself right there. I like that. But then it occurred. With everything that had happened, Maya would have missed her normal train as well. And then she hadn't been to look at the schedule. That makes no sense. Although she didn't seem at all obnoxious. For all I knew, her usual train hadn't even arrived yet. The dialogue's good, but there's some mistakes. Maybe this was a normal routine for her. Or maybe she was just so lost in her little world that she didn't even know where she was. Oh, that's fucked up. Just as I was with at the point. If Maya was sitting by herself, completely unaware of her surroundings, and some perv sat down next to her, why do you even do a description of what the hell's gonna happen if you weren't there? Well, I didn't want to think about that. Yeah, don't think about that. That's wrong. I had more than enough lecherous thoughts for one afternoon anyway. Ground control to Major Maya. What the fuck? I tapped Maya lightly on her shoulder. And much like I like back at school, she woke from her daydream with a small jump. Oh, OSXMatrixMoDs. The one and only. Same exact response too. I was starting to wonder if this girl was really as introverted as anyone said she was. Perhaps she was just spacey. For example, when the other students tried to talk to her at school, it would be that her head was in the clouds and she simply did not notice them. Probably. That could easily be misconstrued as being reclusive, and then would also account for her other repetition of being weird. It could be that during the course of our brief encounter, I, the new kid, managed to solve the mystery of the quiet moment ago. I decided that I would report my findings to the other students at school the next day. It was possible that I would also be able to help Maya with some friends. That's thankful. That's helpful for that girl. Blush, but before I could do any of that, I had to make sure that she made it home in one piece. He's being a gentleman. That's nice. I just checked the timetable. My train will be here about 20 minutes. You said that 20 minutes ago. Have you checked to see when the train arrives yet? Oh my god, this is so many words. I don't mind the dialogue, but it's so long. I wonder how long I recorded. Shall I take that as a no? Like, ... Go and check, please. She probably dozed off again. Not. Maya placed her bag on the seat and went to go look at the timetable. Okay, that was just weird. It felt like I was a parent integrating with their child about doing their homework or something. I asked Maya in a soft yet assertive voice if she had done what she was supposed to do. That's funny. She hesitated, as I asked her in the same tone of voice to do as she's told. And after more hesitating, she gave in and did it. Is this how her parents felt? Sorry. Then, when they had to discomplain me, looked like I owed them an apology. I watched Maya examining the timetables. Because of her height, she had to stand on her toes to see it properly. It was funny to watch, not to mention pretty cute. I think everything's cute about her. Just kiss her real quick. I should probably stop being a jerk and go over there and actually help her. Of course, man. Be a gentleman. Maybe an extra set of eyes will help her find out her train quicker. I got up to walk over to her. Russell. When I remembered her school bag was seated next to me, I turned back and saw that it had fallen off the seat, and some things had fallen out again. Apparently the girl was not in the habit of closing her bag properly. I bent down and started putting the items back in the bag. Question mark. And then something caught my eye. A vibrator? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, not a vibrator. Maybe. Among the spilled contents was a calculator that I accidentally broke and then disposed of. So she kept that shit? She didn't throw it in the garbage? What on earth is this doing her back in her bag? She didn't. Back at school, she said she needed to use the toilet. Could it be that when she finished, she snuck back into the classroom and took the calculator out of the trash? That's kind of stupid. I really do. It's also possible that she never even needed to use the toilet to begin with. That's probably true. Perhaps she simply made up an excuse that I would leave and she could sneak in and take it. Come to think of it, the time she started getting all quiet was when I disposed of the calculator. When I was brushing off the dirt off her, the direction she was staring in was the classroom where I disposed of it. Damn, you pay attention to her too much. And the time that she started behaving happily again was after she came back from the toilet. Of course. It all made sense now. For some known reason, Maya really wanted her calculator back, and regardless of its condition, all the pieces were falling into place. Sort of. But why would she hide it from me? More importantly, why wouldn't she lie to me in order to retrieve it? I don't know. Why didn't she just ask me to give it back to her instead of letting me toss it in the trash? Toss it anyway. Was it really that precious to her? It just looked like an ordinary calculator to me. But for all I knew, it was gift from a loved one that she cherished with all her heart. I guess I really didn't have any right to just throw it out anyway without asking her first. I decided to put it back and pretended Sorry guys. Pretended that she didn't see anything. Given the circumstances that it was the least I could do. What the? As I went to put the calculator back in the bag, I felt something slimy on my fingers. Something juicy and slimy and disgusting. Okay. I looked at my hand and I saw that it was covered in clear liquid. I don't want to know what the hell. It was saliva. What she have saliva in the bag for? Gah! Nasty. Hell yeah, it's nasty. When did that happen? Did I get spit on at some point? Ugh. What the hell? What the hell is with some people? As I recoiled in disgust, I dropped the calculator back into the ground. I leaned in to pick it up, and then I noticed something. Okay, that's bizarre. That calculator, the calculator also had saliva on it. Maybe threw in the trash and it had saliva in the garbage can, like spit. Not on every inch of it, mind you. It looked more like it had irrigated from the broken screen and then ran down when the calculator was tilted upwards. But even so, there was a lot of it. It was as if someone had been making out with it, like one of those really steamy movies that my mom doesn't know I watch. Porn? I don't know. The real question is, was it Maya saliva? Maybe she was kissing it, making pretend that was him or me, I should say. Or did it get into the calculator because of something else that was also in the trash? See, that's what I said. And just happened to have saliva on it. There's so many questions. A lot of kids threw their food wrappers and stuff into the trash at lunch today. And some kids were pretty keen on looking up every last comma or whatever from the packs before they threw them away. Sorry. Maybe it came from one of those. I wasn't above the realm of possibility, but wait. I couldn't remember whether or not the trash bag had been replaced before I disposed of the calculator. Wow! I spun around to find Maya standing over me. When did she get here? She must have had the stealth of a cat. My train arrives in 18 minutes. Holy shit, I read so much and he said 18 minutes. Oh wait, that's hers. My fault.
My train arrives in 18 minutes.
Huh? Oh right, great. You dumbass. Or I'm a dumbass. At least try to remember that what you were doing beforehand so you can avoid looking suspicious. I quickly stuffed the calculator into a bizarre pocket. My blazer pocket, not bizarre pocket. Given its condition, that probably wasn't the best move. You probably cut yourself. What are you doing on the floor with my school bag? No, shit.
What are you doing on the floor with my school bag?
Oh, this? It fell down and I was just picking it up for you. I stood up and handed her the bag. She looks she had the boisterous look in her eye. I hope that she didn't feel that need to verify that everything was there. Okay. It is so nice.
He's always looking out for me. I'm so happy.
Maya took the bag and hugged it tightly.
No doubt because
she assumed that the calculator was still in there. Little did she know that it was currently in my pocket. Now, when she comes back to the house and looks in her damn bag and she don't see the calculator, you are fucked. Oh yeah, that's me, alright. Mr. Nice Guy. I'd stolen it away from her a second time. Some nice guy I was. Sure, I took it out. I don't even know. I can't. Let me skip that. But that was no excuse. I need to find my way to give the calculator back to Maya without her getting mad. So, you said your train was a ways off as well, right? Nod. Well, in that case, you thirsty? There's something I want to talk about. Let's go with that. Not you thirsty. No, wait. If this is the choice in what, like, try to give her calculator back, that means you gotta trick her, or you seriously gotta tell her. I'm not gonna keep on trying to say something, so I'm gonna do that. Who was I kidding? I didn't want to cause the girl any more grief. It was time to become a man and come clean. I sat back down on the bench. As a side note, this might be a bad decision I just made. Maya placed her bag by her feet, or maybe it's a good decision, and sat beside me. Then I reached into my pocket and pulled out the calculator.
Oh, why do you?
It fell out of my bag. Well, it fell out of your bag. Well, you were over at the times table. I meant to put it back, but when you came back, I got nervous and stuffed it into my pocket. I'm sorry, Maya. I had no idea this calculator was so important to you. It looks like it looks like I made a good choice. I should, because if you say if I'm thirsty, you're just being all sneaky, and I'll be fucked if she found out.
Why couldn't you just tell me?
I should have asked you before I went to do it away. Fuck, okay. Maya took the calculator from my hand. Oh, wait, Maya, it's covered in... I'm sorry, too. Huh? I said I'm sorry, too. You heard me? I lied.
I lied.
I said that I need to go to the toilet. Then really, I just wanted to get the calculator back. Yeah, I made a good decision. I'm sorry. Decision. Do you forgive me?
Do you forgive me? Do you? Please forgive me. Don't hate me.
This girl, Pat. Dummy. Why won't I forgive you? I gently rubbed Maya's head.
Me.
She blushed lightly and nuzzled my hand. She's really was pretty cute. I guess we're both just a couple of liars. Shit. And it looked like we were both worried for nothing. We both apologized and forgave one another, and everything was right once more. So we sat there together on the bench, waiting for our trains to arrive. Okay, I think this is the ending, guys. I'm gonna end it here. If they get on the train, then I'll stop, but if not, after about 10 minutes, I started to get thirsty. I remember spotting a vending machine by the overpass when we arrived. I figured now was a good time to order the soda to get home. My mom was pretty anal about me having anything sweet at this time. Anal. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Let me shut up. Sweet at this time of the day. Especially since it was getting pretty close to dinner time. So I decided that I would fetch myself a soda, quickly drank it before my train arrived. I turned to Maya to ask if she wanted something to drink as well. And that's when I finally noticed it. Maya still had the calculator out. But that wasn't what I caught my attention. Slurp, slurp. Oh, hell no, she's kissing it or slurping saliva. Slurp, 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 slurp. At that point, the puzzle piece suddenly fell into place. I almost ended this gameplay. I'm about to end it somewhere good. That's what I'm going to do. Starting the reason for lying, the personality shift, the saliva on the calculator. All of my questions were answered with a single glance to my left. She be mute. Oh God. There was Maya with calculator in hand. Ooh, she getting all dirty and scary with that. And she was licking it. Right in the broken frame, there was a cut. What? Okay. Right in the broken frame where I cut my leg. The tongue was raveling inside like it was any other person's mouth. It's getting nasty. Especially in the areas of my blood had beaded. Is she like a vampire or something? Seep into. And then the look on her face. That's nasty. Okay, but that's good art right there. It really is. Alright, that was the only way to describe it. It was as if lapping up my blood was her single greatest pleasure in life. It's getting nasty. Alright, I'm gonna stop when they stop talking and it gets to a different scene. And if I had guessed if I had to guess with the amount of force she was using, the blood would have to have all been gone by now. Oh. We slurp, 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 slurp. But she wasn't stopping. In fact, she was increasing her pace. Impossible. She would probably have kept licking until every trace of me was gone from the calculator. Yeah, she's a vampire. Slurp, 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 slurp. This was absolute madness. Maya had rummaged through the garbage purely for the sake of obtaining the calculator that contained traces of my blood in it so that she would lap it all up like a kitchen drinking milk. A kitten, my fault. I said kitchen. At the point, I started thinking back on what I said to myself earlier. The other kids told me she was weird. I'm gonna kind of agree with that. Oh, that's weird. I'm not gonna lie. And after talking to her for a while, I concluded that she was not the case, but now I'm changing my mind. That's basically what he's saying. She was a bit of a daydreamer, but it turned out we were all wrong. Maya wasn't weird. She wasn't spacey. She was insane. Completely and utterly insane. For this visual novel, I have a song that I think I posted on my channel, a dubstep remix of her. You guys might like it. Just go on my channel and it'll show her name in the description of the video. You'll look at it. Okay. And for whatever reason, all of her sanity was all directed at me. Oh! Swish. What the fuck? Smash. With a weird roar, I grabbed the calculator from Maya's hands and smashed it into the concrete. For a moment, she remained seated staring at her empty hands. She about to whoop your ass now. Then she slowly stood up and just stared silently at the broken calculator on the ground. She's like an animal slash vampire. That's what she is. And then she turned to look at me. I hope nothing gets scary. Then I'm gonna shit my pants, and I should have like put the camera on. Does this mean I can lick? Oh God! Just as I thought. It wasn't about the calculator. It was never about the calculator. It was all about my licking. It was my all liking of my blood. Or licking. I refused to let her disinfect my knee. So instead, she went for the next best thing. I didn't know the specifications, but it was clear that she kinda needed help. Grab Maya. I grabbed Maya's shoulders and held her in place. She looked down at my knee. Oh God, she would like slip that out, like bite it like it's a freaking piece of meat, and then slowly looked up at my face. This was scary. I was staring directly into her eyes, and all I could see was emptiness, like looking into the eyes of a doll. What the hell happened to this girl? What made her become so crazy? Maya stared back down at my knee. Never did put a band-aid on it. You said you were going to put a band. Oh my God, you're gonna piss her off. But you didn't. And now you will get sick unless you let me disinfect it. You don't want to get sick, do you?
Let me disinfect that so you don't get sick.
Slip. I'm not.
Hunger Games is so good.
I tightened my grips on her shoulders. Maya, the only sick person here is you. Sorry, that was my sister. And not just because you've been engaging my blood and God knows what else from that dirty calculator. You're not thinking straight. We need to get you to a hospital.
You're hurting me. I could feel her struggle.
Oh shit. I could feel her struggling to get away. But I wasn't about to let that happen. She needed a doctor. She needed mental help. I know I'd only just met her once that day. But I felt it was up to me to make sure that Maya didn't run off and hurt herself. Like kill herself, probably. Call it shady, but call it stupidity. Call it whatever the hell you want. But I was going to do all that I could to help her. You nice man.
It hurts. It hurts. Why is it hurting me? Why are you doing such thing? Sorry, Maya.
Sorry, Maya. But you need to bear with it, cause I'm not letting you go. I scanned the station looking for someone to call out to. I figured if I could get somebody to call the ambulance, I could keep Maya seduced until they arrived. Then the paramedic could inject her with some kind of sedative, and then they could take her to the hospital. Hello? Or should I say, hello, motherfucker? Somebody! We need that ambulance over here. But damn, my luck. The place was deserted. Not even a lousy security guard. What did they all clock off at the exact same time? This damn economy. I like that. That's funny. It's making people's lives harder in so many ways. Because it's true. If it wasn't for the current situation, I would have probably laughed at that remark. I think I made a bad mistake. I changed my mind in choosing that situation. It hurts. It hurts. Why are you hurting me? Why? Why would you do such thing? Would you never hurt me? Would never hurt. That means you're not me. Who are you? What have you done with OSXMatrixMoDs being? Give me OSXMatrixMoDs back to me. That's funny because it's long as fuck. As Maya rambling because more and more erotic, she began to struggle more violently. You know what this reminds me of? It completely reminds me of Elven Lied, and it reminds me of some vampire movie I saw. I don't remember what it is. But this is what it reminds me of. She beat the shit out of you, didn't she? Ow! Bash! She beat the shit out of you now. Ouch! Wham! Hey! No hitting below the belt. Let's go. Oh wait, shit. Let's go. You're not me. Or OSXMatrixMoDs, whatever. Wouldn't do such a thing. Give him back. Give me OSXMatrixMoDs back. Give OS back to me. Maya was fighting with all... shit. I'm still in the call. Maya was fighting with all her might to break free. I was beginning to lose my grip on her in more ways than one. Help, Anna Butternella! Help me! Someone call the ambulance. As I struggled to keep her sedated, I called out into the empty station. Naturally, there was no response. Strike. Ow! No. Maya struck me with her precise kick to the shin. Ooh, that hurt, and managed to break away from my grasp. As I gripped my leg in pain, she grabbed her school bag and started hitting me over the head with it. Whack. Just pretend you just came to your sentence, but you really didn't. Whack. Ah, Maya. Get a hold of yourself, no? Give him back. Give all his legs back to me. Give him back, then go die. That's like that. Die, you imposter. Die. Die, motherfucker, die. Mia, please stop. Oh my god, he'll kill him. It's me. I am OSX. Please recognize my voice. Oh god, that voice. Is that you? Friend-sized attack stopped, and Maya stared at me with her wide eyes. Pant. That's right, Maya. It's me. I'm right here. Maya dropped to her knees and crawled over to me. Like a cat, what the fuck? OSXMatrixMoDs, me. It's you. You're here. I can hear you. What happened? Where did you go? It doesn't matter. What's important is you're okay. Question mark. Fuck. When was I not okay? Forget it. It seemed that Maya had insanity forgotten the whole entire ordeal. Damn right she did. But I was okay with that. She had calmed down and nobody was hurt. Well, not severely anyway. My head and shin were throbbing something fierce, but nothing a painkiller wouldn't fix. Oh wow, painkillers. With that thought in mind, I figured it was a good time to call the ambulance and have them pick up Maya. I reached into my pocket and pulled out my phone. I turned it on and began to punch in the numbers. Yo, you better not make her look at it. Don't worry, Maya. Everything's going to be alright. I know. What the fuck? Suddenly I heard a sound of metal scraping against metal. I hope that's the train, not a knife. I looked up at Maya. Ah! At some point, while I was looking at my phone, I had reached into her school bag. She had pulled out a pair of scissors. Oh my god, she gonna kill me? And was moving slowly towards me. She gonna kill me. Hey Maya, be careful with those. You don't know what. You don't want to go cut yourself, do you? Don't worry. It's going to be alright. Just leave everything to me. I'll have you out of there in no time. Oh my god, she gonna kill you. Out of there? What you mean? Out of where? What you mean? What are you doing? What are you trying to do? I'm bad. Silly OSXMatrixMoDs. But silly OSXMatrixMoDs acting like he doesn't know. She giggled in a playful tone like it was a small big joke. Whatever the case, it looked like I was right back where I started. That's fucked up. Maya took another step closer, brandishing the scissors in front of her. He's trying to kill her, bruh. Trying to take the soul out of his body. I leaped to my feet and moved back.
Why are you running? Hold still, so I can help you. Let me help you.
Just put the scissors down. Just put the scissors down. Please. Sir, please. Whatever, I'm just kidding. Whatever, if it is you're doing, just stop it. That's strange. Could it be that OSXMatrixMod doesn't want my help? Why couldn't OSXMatrix want my help from me? How odd. How very, very odd.
Well, how very, very odd.
Want help? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're saying. Although, given the circumstance, how could I? Still, I found myself trying to make sense of her words. Plop! I don't know what the fuck that. I sank to my knees. Disarray. Oh shit, I skipped something. My fault, guys. What the heaven, I realized. I felt like I too was going insane. Does exposure to madness create more madness? Maybe. I guess it does. Oh, it's OSXMatrixMoDs. Oh wait, OSXMatrixMoDs. What? You're trapped.
You're trapped.
Huh? You're trapped inside the body of this creature who was trying to hurt me. At
first I thought that maybe OSXMatrix hadn't been replaced by a violent imposter who only wanted to make me suffer. But then I heard OSXMatrixMod's voice calling out to me. His kind, gentle voice telling me it was all okay. And then I finally understood. OSXMatrixMods was trapped. Trapped inside the creature in front of me. And then, when I knew that I was up to be me, savior.
What? The fuck you talking about, girl? You think I'm trapped inside a body that looks like me because I tried to help?
Don't worry, I know it wasn't you yourself, who was hurting me. It was all of the imposters doing. And OSXMatrixMoDs is trapped inside its body. But it's alright, girl. Just hold still, because I'm going to set you free.
By cutting open I hope you guys can read that. That scared the shit out of me, like it made me pause. By cutting open its stomach and pulling you out. That's fucked up. Laughter my ass. Sweet, you better dodge that shit. Swish, whoosh, wah. I narrowly avoided getting stabbed by the scissors. This is only one day and she's kicking my ass. My had stuck the concrete with the scissors and shaking off the recoil. I just decided to use the opportunity and make a run for it. Oh my god, how long have I recorded? I need my phone. Check how long, because this is like long ass story. It's 1:46, so I hurried to my feet and headed to the exit. Pant, 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 pant. But Maya had recovered and didn't take long to catch up with me. Amidst all the chaos, I couldn't help out but be amazed by her religion. She was surprisingly fast for such a meek-looking person. Not the time. I snapped out of it just as Mia was about to strike me from behind. I veered to the right and she ended up running right past me. But as she went by her scissors, managed to scratch me across the waist. Ooh, I was bleeding. It was nothing mature, but it was still stung a bit. Major, not mature. But that was nothing compared to what she might have done to me. I didn't move in time. Maya scratched to the halt right in front of my terse titles. I don't know. Like that. Panting slightly and so she slowly turned around and stared at me. My blood was trickling down the tip of the scissors. Maya held the blade up to her mouth and licked it clean. Ooh. It's nasty. It's still your blood, huh? Her voice was so soft that I couldn't hear what she said. OSXMatrixMoDs. It's still your blood. That almost scared the shit out of me. Is your blood in that creature's body? I have to get you out. It has to come out. Get it out! Get it out! Maya howled manly and charged towards me again. I furtively turned back and ran the other way, but since she was already close by, she caught up in no time at all. Swish! Swish! Swoosh! And her attacks had become more friend-sized than before. It became harder and harder to avoid her. I had to keep looking over her shoulder to avoid the attacks, but I also had to keep a lookout in front of me to avoid tripping or running into something. Mia was fast, but due to the short stature, her reach wasn't very good. Okay. Although she just wanted to kill him, that's what it is. thinking that his body was inside another person. Although from time to time, her scissors would make contact with my lower midsection. I was just like early. It was just like earlier. She was trying to read the timetables, but she had to stand on her toes because they were too high up for her to see. OSXMatrixMoDs, you can't stop running now.
I promise. It'll be all over soon.
Maya called out to me behind a playful tone. But as I turned back to look at her expression, as everything was playful. By the way, where the fuck is the train? Like, I swear, where is it? Her face appeared to be stuck in a deranged smile. It was absolutely terrifying, and it shuddered to think just how much more deranged that smile would become if she ever caught me. She would kill you. Careful, OSXMatrixMoDs. Better watch out. Don't fall. She continued to taunt me childishly, or so I thought. I had been paying so much attention to Maya that I had forgotten to watch where I was going. And suddenly, whoa, thud. You fell on your ass. You tripped on something, didn't you? Before I had a chance to react, I had ran off the edge of the platform and landed face into the train tracks below. Bruh, you are fucked. The train's about to come and it's gonna kill your ass. Ugh, damn it. My whole body was aching, both from the exhaustion of running for my life, hell yeah, and from the falling onto the hard, rocky tracks. But in spite of all that, I somehow managed to get back onto my feet, and all of a sudden the train comes, I know. My legs were trembling, but with no fatigue. Are you alright, OSXMatrixMoDs? A diversity playful voice, lacking any want of compassion. I looked back up at the ledge of the platform to see Maya gazing down at me with scissors in hand and a very sadistic smile on her face. Now's not the time to be playing with rocks. With rocks. We need to hurry up and get you out of that creature's body before the train. Speak of the devil. Oh, look! It's already here. She's so nonchalant, like, what the fuck? It's already here. I sharply turned my head and the right to the spot of the train heading straight towards me. I knew it. I am a genius. Alright, it was a bit of a ways off. But if I didn't get off the tracks quickly, your ass would get killed. Yes, okay, for a moment, I just stood there, frozen. Yo, move your ass. I was so scared, I wasn't able to think clearly. The train was coming closer. Now was not the time to lose focus. Hell yeah, don't lose focus. I shook my head flawlessly to snap myself out of it. Okay, me, quickly. Which way should I go? Jump back onto the platform. Jump on to another platform. Oh, I fucking hate choices. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna end it here. I don't know if I should. I'm gonna end it here. I don't know if it saved. Okay, I think it did. Okay, I hope all you guys enjoyed this little game here. And hey, the scissors. I enjoyed it. Definitely. I like playing blind. I know it's probably long as fuck. Who knows how long I recorded? An hour and 34 minutes. Holy crap. I don't even know how long. I don't even know. That's like my Halo 1 gameplay, but this time I didn't fuck up, which is impossible because it's just a visual novel. But I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I enjoyed it, and hope to see you in the next one. And if you guys want me to play more of this Yandere-chan, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And leave an inbox or something if you guys like this gameplay, because I think I did. And I think a lot of you like this. If you didn't, it doesn't really matter. You could show that you didn't like it for disliking or whatever. I don't really care. But yeah, I had a fun time playing this game. It's good so far. Hope to see all you here in the next video, which I will make in a few minutes, because I don't want to stop. It's the type of game I don't want to stop in. So peace, guys.